Tonight, the spread of the avian or bird flu continues across the lower peninsula of Michigan.
And so far this year, the Michigan Department of Natural Resources discovered more than 300 dead wild birds in 5 different counties, all suspected to be positive for influenza. And that includes samples from the Allegan State Game Area.
Tonight, News Channel 3's Mackenzie Decker spoke with the MDNR and has more on the current spread.
I wouldn't call this normal. In fact, at that specific location, this is the first occurrence we've had of a mortality event like this in Canada geese.
So far this year, Michigan's Department of Natural Resources collecting 77 Canada geese and 1 mallard duck from the Fenville Farm Unit in the Allegan State Game Area. Preliminary results indicating bird flu is suspected.
Some of the reason we're seeing that, I think right now, is just because of the cold weather causing the birds to congregate in areas where there's open water, and similar to people, you get a lot of animals in a small location and disease will spread more easily.
Mark Mills, regional manager for the wildlife division of the MDNR, says the spread isn't normal for the area, though he's not concerned. He says 77 deaths of the nearly 6,000 Canada geese here is a relatively low mortality rate. However, they are keeping a close eye on it.
We have very limited control over spread and our ability to impact where it goes and what it does. So we do tend to stay in monitoring phases.
The DNR says the risk of bird flu infecting people is low, but still can happen. Mills says if you find a dead bird, leave it alone. The virus will die off as the animal decomposes.
There's no need to have contact with that carcass if it can be avoided.
If you do need to remove a bird, Mills reminds people to use personal protection equipment like rubber gloves and a face mask.
We always advise the public to be cautious anytime they're trying to handle a carcass of a wildlife species. If it can be left alone, that's great. You should do so. If it can't, follow those precautions.
In Allegan, Mackenzie Decker, News Channel 3.
If you observe 6 or more dead wild birds, you should report that to the DNR. We've got ways you can do that on our website now. That's WWMT.com.